Diddy's ex-girlfriend Jane recalled Diddy brutally beating her just 3 months before his arrest. Jane says the two were having a date night, drinking on her patio, when she accused him of seeing another girl during his family trip to Utah. She recalled the girl being under 21 but over 18 and calling him and then she says she slammed his head on the marble counter. She says she then fled, locking herself in the master bedroom, and an enraged Diddy kicked down the door right off the hinges, then the bathroom door, then the closet where she was trying to hide. He says Diddy knocked her down, putting her into a chokehold. She got loose and ran outside. Jane says that she was wandering the neighborhood, hoping that he left when she returned 2 hours later. But he didn't. As Diddy was waiting and he was still upset, then started kicking and punching her. Jane says she was throwing candles and glass at him, telling him that she hated him, and then Diddy punched her in the face. He testified that later that night she noticed 2 golf-sized welts forming on her forehead and also that she had a black eye. She says Diddy then told her to put some ice on it and put some makeup to cover it up because the male entertainer Anton was coming over for a hotel night. Jane says that Diddy then gave her ecstasy, saying, "Take this effing pill because you're not gonna ruin my effing night." And when she told him that she didn't want to, she says he tauntingly said, "Is this coercion?" 2 to 3 weeks later, Jane testifies that they had another hotel night, partying and hooking up for 24 hours straight. And when Jane tried to go to sleep, she says that Diddy threw water on her face and called her a bee. And before court adjourned for the day, prosecutors asked Jane how she feels about Diddy today. Jane said, "I pray for his continued healing, and I pray for peace for him." Now, I do want to note that she says that Diddy got her an attorney when investigators came knocking at her door, but that she didn't cooperate with prosecutors until after his arrest. And today, Diddy is still paying for her apartment and for her attorney. Tomorrow, cross-examination is expected to begin, and it looks like it's Diddy's attorney, Tenny Garagos, that will be handling it.
Diddy, you are unmotherfucking believable. You literally got busted at your hotel getting ready for another freak off. You know what I mean? Jane Doe explained, you know what I mean? Pretty much she was going to be the star of the show that night again. You know what I mean? Like, you know, you traumatized her. That's AKA 50 Cent's Babymomma, Daphne Joy. You know, everybody knows who she is, so I'm not, like, calling her out or nothing like that. Everybody knows, figured out who she is. You had her doing freak offs for, like, 36 hours straight, 24 hours straight. Like, you know what I mean? Calling, like, having these, like, you know what I mean? These escorts on speed dial, like, you know what I mean, the bigger the better, like, just, you're a straight devil, Diddy, like that, like, you're gonna take this goddamn ecstasy pill, girl, I'm not fucking around playing with you, okay, you know what I mean, but she got a little spicy too, like that, calling you the P word and shit like that, you know what I mean, and then smacking fire out of you a little bit, like, so good for her for standing up, you know what I mean, to the diddler, you know what I mean, so props to her for that, but, like, you know what I mean, he came back at her and gave her some right hooks and shit like that, like how Diddy does, you know. He's a savage like that, right? But, like, this guy just had, like, you know what I mean? Like, yo, text the escort, tell him to send you a picture of your, of his Johnson. I want to check that out. You know what I mean? Like, what? What, Playboy? Like, what the fuck kind of shit are you on? She even said that she thought Diddy was bi-curious or some kind of shit like that. I don't know. But, like, you know what I mean? Like, he is just on a freak another level, man. Like, he is gonna go down as the diddler, the freakiest freak of all the freaks in hip-hop history, man. Like, has to be. Like, he's making fucking R. Kelly look like a choir boy almost at this point. Like, it's fucking sad. And, just pray for that poor Jane Doe, Daphne Joy, whatever, like, that she gets some healing and shit like that, because he just rang her through the ringer, like, he used and abused that poor girl, and all she claimed to do was just love Diddy, but she was getting paid $10G a month, so 50 Cent could have been right when he called her a little ex-worker, you know what I mean, like, she did appear to be doing so, you know what I mean, like, I'm not gonna lie and sugarcoat it, yes, she is a victim in some ways, but she was getting paid, let's keep it real, you know what I mean, Diddy had her under a love contract, whatever the fuck that is. You know what I mean? It's crazy. Just, I don't know. Diddy's just on some other next level shit, man. I'm just not on his wave, man. I'm not feeling the vibes at all. Not fucking with it. And 2 thumbs down for Diddy. Okay? Let me know what you guys think in the comment section if the diddler is gonna fucking beat this case or what. Let me know what you guys think. Because you never know with the diddler, man. He might pop out on your ass, you know what I mean? No Diddy. Like, share, and subscribe. I'll be back with another video again soon. Take care.